What is going on, community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and this is another episode of the Re-Up. I'm coming to bring you what I got for New Comic Book Day this week, and also some mail from this week. I got a couple of books that I missed out on previously that came in the mail. Really good eBay seller, really good prices. And so we're going to kick that off with the mail from eBay. So the first book I have, and I missed out on the first week, even though I was excited about it, and it is Bunny Mask #1. If you have not read Bunny Mask #1 by Aftershock or from Aftershock, this is a really good book. I assumed that it would be a horror book from the cover, but it's more suspense with a little bit of horror element to it. Yeah, it flips on you and you have no clue what is going on by the end of this book. I'm definitely in. Gonna grab issue #2 and keep on reading this and see where it goes. Next book I grabbed because I didn't get a chance to grab it from my LCS, and also it is the B cover, which the B covers for this have been phenomenal, like AJ Styles phenomenal, and that is Robin issue #2. Next, I have a couple of issues actually of Batman 108, first full appearance of Miracle Molly. I grabbed these for way less than cover price, actually. I think I got them for like $2 a piece. Yeah, just in case Miracle Molly becomes a thing. Never hurts to have a couple. I also grabbed one and 2 issues of cover A of Miles Morales Spider-Man 25. Of course, this is the start of the Clone Saga. If you have not heard me say it before, I'll say it again. I think the first Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker Clone Saga gave us Ben Reilly, and so whenever I can find these for cover or less, and this was less than cover, I pick them up because you never know which one of these clones will stick around. I have an idea, and I think he will stick around for a while and become a thing. And so I grabbed a couple of these just in case I'm right. Next book is, I don't know, do they call it a Skyline variant? I'm not sure what this variant is of Miles Morales Spider-Man 25, but as I said before, I grabbed it. It was less than cover price, and I am specking on at least one of these clones to come out of the Clone Saga. And that was my last book for that eBay pickup. It wasn't very much at all. Most of the books were less than cover price. I think all of them were less than cover price, and a few of them were like half price. So that was great to pick up. And now I'm gonna move on to my New Comic Book Day books. The first book I have is following up on the Clone Saga, and we have Miles Morales issue #27. This gives you the origin of your clones with an S, because there are 3 clones in this story. And it kind of tells you about the clones, tells you about the Assessor, which we've kind of known that the Assessor was going to play a part in this. But it tells you about the clones. I think the clones here are different than the original Clone Saga clones. So I think they're telling a different story. Plus, it's only a 4-book arc, so you don't have to invest a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money into it. Saladin Ahmed kind of hits it, gets in, and gets out without stringing it along, like I think a lot of people complained about with the other Clone Sagas. So this is issue #27. Really good book. Really hits close to home. And by the last page, I've said it a few times, it hits close enough to home for you to ring Miles's doorbell. and probably smell what's in the kitchen. Next book I picked up is the B cover, the Rose Beige variant to Miles Morales, issue number 27. Next book I have here is the sports card variant to Heroes Reborn, issue number 7, which is the last of the Heroes Reborn quote unquote titles. I think the last issue of the story is called Heroes Return, but Heroes Reborn number 7 kind of lays it all out on the line. All of your Squadron Supreme members are now talking about the idea that they may or may not be living in the right world and how to handle it. Inner conflict, a lot of inner conflict actually. I was surprised at where this book started off. Also, you get to finally take some time out with President Phil Coulson, yes, President Phil Coulson, and find out what he is up to and what he has to do with this alternative universe that they're living in right this second. Next book I picked up, I have not read yet, but I'm hoping that it's good. X Corp number 2. As I've said a few times before, I have a hard time with X books because if I read one and I know that other X things are happening in other X books, I'm gonna want to try to read other X books, and I don't want to get like 8 to 10 books deep in X titles. But the X Corp, I think, is a great offshoot and kind of speaks to me. I'm just hoping that the book itself is as good as the theme. So yeah, I picked up X Corp number 2, and we'll find out how good it is. The next book is a DC book, and it's the one DC book you'll always catch me with, which is The Flash, issue number 771. I already read this, in fact, because I was ranting and raving about issue 770, about how great the tease was. I'll show you why I was excited about 771, because this is how we start issue 771. All of you old heads, and maybe even some of you new, maybe some of you young people know what this is. We are in the what is it? I had a brain freeze. What is the super villains from the Super Friends? Dude, it's the Legion of Doom. Duh. Now back to my books. I can't believe I had a brain freeze on camera, and I'm not taking it out. But that's kind of why I wanted to pick up 771. Besides the fact that we're kind of following Wally through the Speed Force. I think the Speed Force wants to show Wally something, and he is close to the end of his journey before he officially becomes the Flash once again. But pick up 771, and if by the end of this video I think of what the supervillain team's name is, I will come back to it, I promise. The next book I picked up is kind of funny because it goes against your intuition. I'm afraid that this book is going to be too good for me not to pick up the second issue, and my team Small Haul will once again pick up another book, and the Small Haul part will once again be diminished. I try to keep my books down a little bit, but I'm not having a lot of luck with it. And Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, from all accounts, sounds like I'm going to be following this book. I think it's a mini series, so I won't have to keep it forever. I know that sounds bad. I want my hauls to stay smaller, but when good books come out, you just have to get them. And I've heard great things about this, and so we are going to give this a read and see if it sticks around. My next couple of books, actually, I pre-ordered strictly because of the flipping potential, which are 2 copies, polybagged, of Batman Fortnite 0 Point issue number 5. I basically pre-ordered these. I think I pre-ordered them around the time that issue number 2 dropped, and so it was almost a instant source of profit, so I can put back into the hobby, that kind of thing. But I think the flipping potential has cooled off on these books, and so my first set of books that that I actually got from pre-ordering has probably come in, at least for profit potential, dead on arrival. Maybe we'll see. But I grabbed these 2 and just learned a lesson. Sometimes these things don't pan out. And the last book I got for New Comic Book Day is the best A book, but B best Tom Taylor book on the shelf this week. And that is 7 Secrets, issue number 9. I know most fans are probably waiting for me to say Nightwing 81, which I did not get, but I do respect Nightwing. I respect the Nightwing readers, but not enough people are talking about 7 Secrets, and not enough people have picked up 7 Secrets issue number 9. We get to our heroes finally get to stop, because they've been on the run since issue 1. They finally get to stop and take a breather, do some housekeeping. And we also get to spend some time with our villain, Amon. And he gets an audience with the council he's been working for this whole time. And when I say he gets an audience with the council, Amon acts up once he gets there. It is great. It is fantastic. And you see this word, secrets? The secrets you find out at the end of this book is great. It is fan-flippin-tastic. So if you can, go ahead, go out, grab 7 Secrets issue number 9. If you have not read 7 Secrets, period, grab the trade. Grab 7, 8, and 9. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. 7 Secrets. That's it. And that was it for my New Comic Book Day haul, my mail for the week. That is it for the re-up. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you're not mad about the whole Nightwing thing. But if you did enjoy yourself, go ahead, hit the like button. And if you want to keep seeing this content from me, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I always forget to say, hit the share button. And of course, leave comments. That's what it's all about, hanging out with the community members, talking back and forth, seeing what people are up to. That's what this whole thing is about. So yeah, go ahead and get involved. But as I always say, as I always end things, love yourself, love others, have a great weekend, and I will be back in a flash.